welcome back to Cherry Valley. These villagers have been trapped in these temporary little pockets for far too long. So I think it is about time that we finally build these villagers somewhere to live. Starting with the farmer villager, I think we're going to build you a little farmhouse today, and we're going to get you a farmer friend as well. I would like at least two farmers. So we are going to come up here as well, and we are going to bribe these two villagers with some food to give us some more baby villagers so that we can get an extra farmer friend for our lonely farmer over there. And don't worry, we're not forgetting you. We'll build you a house as well. Oh, you dropped the bread. Did you not want my bread? I gave you bread. There, take the bread. There you go. Thank you. Please get me baby villagers now. Let's also just come down and check on our pumpkin melon farm, which is doing very well. This little automatic pumpkin melon farm has definitely been one of the best things that I've made for this world so far. It's so useful for getting tons of emeralds from, when their trades are unlocked, from this villager. And now we are on golden carrots for our food, which is definitely my favourite food source. So I think we're going to build a farmer house somewhere over on this side of the valley, over with the sniffer barn and the greenhouse. I think this side makes sense. Maybe we're going to have to move further into the valley. We're starting to fill up this side. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere over here would be good. Next to this waterfall maybe could be nice. But we are running a little bit low on a few building resources. So I think the first thing we need to do is collect up some resources that we will need to get building so that we can build without having to stop and go and collect up more resources in the middle, which is what I usually end up doing. So I got to chopping down some trees. We are using a lot of wood in the build style in this area, as well as some brown mushroom blocks, more wood, lots of spruce. We keep running out of spruce, and some leaves as well, of course, and then just some more wood. Another reason that I love having the elytra now is that when the trees grow just a little bit too tall for you, you can just fly up, land on the top, and it's much easier to take them down from this way. So I've got most of the things that I need for building some houses ready to go here. I do still need more mud. And now that we have our elytra and shulker boxes, I think we should head back over to the mangrove swamp that we found. But we're going to go via the nether and set up a bit of a nether hub so that we can get back and forth to our resource gathering places much easier. And since I've been over at the mangrove swamp already, I have the coordinates written down from last time. So we should be able to head into the nether and fly over to the right corresponding coordinates and make ourselves a new nether portal into the mangrove swamp. And for the first time, we can go for a flight in the nether. Oh, this is cool. It's very scary because you can't see very far in the nether, and there's a ghast there. Oh my god. I think we are going in this direction. Oh, good. Basalt Delta. My least favourite. I'm going to have to check the coordinates every now and then. I think this is the right direction that I'm going in. Yeah, I think we're almost here. It's going to be in a really awkward location, isn't it? We're looking for minus 134, 256 is what I've worked out. Okay, I think we're going to go for like right here so that we're not building directly in the lava, and I will come back and make this look nicer at some point and turn this into a proper nether hub of some sort. But for now, we just cross our fingers and hope I did the maths right. There it is. There's the mangrove swamp. Yes, I worked it out. I mean, I didn't intend to end up on this like mountain, and I brought myself a shulker box that I'm gonna just fill up with mud. Oh, and it's so quick. We are just gonna collect up all of the mud. Mud makes such a satisfying sound when you dig it up. It's really one of the more satisfying blocks to collect, that's for sure. Didn't realise how deep it went actually. Okay, I think that should be plenty for now, and we do have ourselves a nether portal all hooked up as well now, so that is very helpful. While we're in the nether actually, I think I'm going to set up a few more nether portals to other useful locations in the overworld. And luckily I've got my list of coordinates handy that I've been keeping track of. So I think it would be good to also have one for the desert, which should be around here somewhere. It should be around about here. So I think we'll go for here. This is a somewhat safe location for another portal. And cross our fingers and hope my maths is correct again. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling I got this one wrong. This is, I don't know where I am, but it is not the desert, that's for sure. Back through we go. Oh, it was minus 50, not 50. So it's about here, in fact, in the warped forest. Let's try this again. Yes! There it is. That's what we wanted. We wanted the desert right next to the mesa because sand and terracotta, both very useful things for us. We don't need any sand right now, so we'll leave this one, but it's good to now have this set up. And those were the two main resource gathering locations that I wanted to have, but the other place that I think we should probably head over to whilst we are out here doing this. Oh, there's a bastion. And the ghast is attacking me. Let's land somewhere. Okay, this is the location that I want to build this nether portal is basically in the bastion, which doesn't seem like a very good idea, to be honest. So I'm actually not going to build this nether portal. I think I'm just going to... Oh! Wait. That can't be right. I must have got this wrong then. Because it's not near this portal. No, I think I got turned around. I think it's in this direction. Here is sort of up near our main base. Yes, it's this way. It's this way? It's pretty much exactly here in this little like pocket area. So this will do. And if I'm right, this should bring us out over by the trail ruin that we found way back in the second episode. Oh, it's nighttime and I didn't bring a bed with me and... I'm not sure exactly where we are. Let me fly up. Yep, there it is. We're very close, actually. This is the trail ruin that we found right at the beginning of the season in like episode 2, and we dug this out. Oh, I'm being followed by skeletons. Good. Just what I wanted. Let's get out of here. But I left some things here. I left some things here back in episode 2. And I intended to come back and collect them, and then I just never did. Look, there's so much stuff here. Oh, and there's so many zombies. I still really want to come back here at some point and like fully finish uncovering this trail ruin and maybe build some kind of like archaeology dig site around it. Let me know if you would like to see me do that. I'm not really sure yet exactly how I would build it, what I would do, but I think that could be a fun project to work on to bring us away from the base for a little bit. I just need to grab all of my stuff. I just need to like break the chests and grab everything. I don't think I need to bring all the cobblestone and gravel and stuff home, but I kind of want like the candles and things, I guess. Oh no, oh no, ooh. Creeper. Blowing up all my stuff. Okay, well on that note of creeper explosions, I think I'm gonna head home and I'm just gonna fly in the overworld this time. I don't want to find my way back in the nether again. But we now have some good nether portals set up to really useful locations around in our world, which is going to be super useful for future projects, future resource collecting, just all round very helpful. We are back. We have everything we need for building, and now we can finally get on to actually building a house for our farmer villagers. We're going to build over here, I think. Right by this river. I think that this is going to be a nice place to build. We can have the house kind of slightly up on the hill here, and then we can add some more farmland in around it. Do need to kind of flatten this out a bit. We need to decide what level we want the house on, probably this one. I do also want to continue to cover up these spaces that are the gaps in the ground that we have around in the valley. I've said before, I want to make sure that all of this is covered up so that it is safe to let our sniffers free roam eventually. So we'll just cover up these bits as we find them here. And I do really want to use the kind of verticality that we get along the edges of the valley here. I really like that we can have different levels. So we're going to kind of level out an area here. This is the height that we want the house itself to go on. And then we'll have some stairs coming up, and maybe we need to build a retaining wall as well. Just sort of planning out where the house itself is going to go, so that we can get a good idea of how big. Yeah, this needs to be much bigger. Yeah, this should be big enough for our farmer villager's house. Just need to bring the ground out to meet it. And then we'll build a bit of a retaining wall that's going to kind of come out and surround the house along like this. We want to be able to get around the house. Yeah, that should be far enough out for a retaining wall, I think. And I'll work on making this look like a nicer wall as well. Okay, so now we have a nice good foundation that we can build our house on. So let's get some texture in here. We want this to match with the rest of the buildings, where we have a little bit of texture in the foundation stone base layer. Okay, I think our retaining wall is looking really nice now. I'm just going to add a few lanterns in, just in the little gaps under here, just to get a bit of light in here and add one final touch detail. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this is turning out, and then we can turn all of the area around this into some kind of crop fields, farmlands, and that will fit really well. And then over on this side, we need to put some stairs in. I want this to be a proper staircase, kind of leading up the side of the wall. And we can just flatten a little bit of this out as well, just to kind of make it less harsh of a contrast between where the stairs are and where the fields are going to be. I actually don't like how that's sticking out. I think I'm going to just move the entire staircase back one. I think that would just be better. That's much better. Yeah, I think that's much better. It fits into the wall a bit better. And now we have a nice path up to where the farmer house is going to go. And they'll be able to look out across where all of the crops are around in this area. And that's going to be, I think this is going to be really nice. So I want to try something very slightly different in the build style of this build. We're keeping the block palette exactly the same as all of our other builds, but we're going to change up the style ever so slightly. Not a huge amount, just a little bit, because I want to try something slightly different, slightly new this time, see how it turns out and see how I like it. And I would just think it's nice to have the builds in the area not necessarily all be exactly the same. I want them to fit together and blend in and feel like they're built by the same people in the same time, but not necessarily all exactly the same as one another. And in this case, that actually means we're going for slightly less depth than I would usually go for. And I'm hoping, because we've got the retaining wall to give us a little bit of depth going on there, we should be okay with having the walls of this house be slightly more flat than the other ones are. So that's the walls done, which is definitely the worst part about the block palette that I've decided to use. Getting this inside mushroom block and then stripping all of the wood. It's definitely a little bit fiddly, but I'm really happy with the gradient. And now we just have to get on to doing the roof, which we are keeping with our usual dark oak edge and pink cherry wood roof. And we also need some decorations to go around the outside to make this look a little bit more interesting than just plain flat walls. We're going to put flower boxes. Definitely one big flower box on this wall here. I think that looks good. Yeah, we've got a big space here and a flower box there looks nice, I think. Definitely some lighting all around. This might be slightly too many. Maybe we do every other one. And maybe another flower box in here. That could be good. Some details around the front door. This little bit of a support. So I think our little farmer's house is looking quite nice now. We've got a few little details on the outside, not too over the top. It's a little bit plainer on the detail side than some of the other buildings in the area, but I actually really like how this has turned out. Actually, if we fly away, we might be able to get a better look at it. Yeah, that looks very cute. I am very happy with how this little house for the farmers has turned out, and the retaining wall as well looks really cute. I'm really happy with this. The only problem is there is nothing on the inside. We need to do something about this interior. We've got an upstairs and a downstairs, loads of room in here. Because we've not gone for as much depth in the walls, we've kept the walls very flat, and we've used just different colours and textures and blocks to create the depth instead. It means we've got a huge amount of space on the inside here, which is really fun. Means we've got lots to work with. And yeah, we can get all sorts. We can get a nice cozy little home in here for our farmer villagers. So I got to work filling in the interior with a bunch of details, a fireplace on one end. I decided the room was pretty big, so we could fit a fireplace in here, as well as a kitchen area, a dining table area over here, some decorations, carpets, lots of bookshelves, all sorts of fun little details, and of course the bedroom area. And that was the interior all done. So now that we have a nice place for them to live, we just have to bring our farmer villager and a spare villager who's also going to be a farmer over to their new home. You are going to come with me. That's it. Out you come. And one of you is also going to come with me. I know you all want to leave. Not all of you are going to leave. Let's make a little compost trail to the new house. This is how I like to move villagers. Is just make a trail of workstations, and then they tend to follow them if we're lucky most of the time. Let's see. I can let like one out at a time. No. Ah. Okay. Too many of you have escaped. Ah, no, there's barrels. Oh no. That's not good. Would you like to be a farmer? Yeah, you want to be a farmer. Come on. Where has the other villager gone? There's a third one that's escaped somewhere. There we go. Okay, we're going to take you back to the house. This is my least favourite way of transporting villagers. By boat. Oh, I'm not going to fit this through here. It's turning night time. We need to get the villagers inside before they get eaten by zombies. Let me see if I can bring the beds out here. That might be a better way to lure them. Villagers love a bed. That's it. Come on over to the bed. You know you want to. I promise I'm not going to steal it as soon as you try and sleep in it. Oh, my bad. I lied. No. Leave my villagers alone. In you go. That's it. Into the house. Into the house. You are in, and we are going to trap you in by putting a trapdoor just there. I'm going to put your beds back upstairs where they're supposed to be now. Oh, there's a zombie outside. Villagers, this is your brand new home. I hope you like it. Sorry, I'm in your way. That's it. Come on. Come on up. Oh, really? Is this how you're going to behave? Villagers are the worst. They really, really are. That's it. Go on. Go. Go. Okay. I'm going to sleep in your bed so that it turns to daytime and you can stop being silly. Now, the only problem is that we want you to be a farmer, not... I'm going to have to get rid of every barrel that I have put in this house for decoration. I'm going to have to get rid of all of them until you decide to be a farmer instead. Taken all of your barrels. That's it. They're all gone. Right? Okay, now they're all gone. No more barrels. Can you be a farmer now? Why must the villagers be like this? I've literally taken all of the barrels away, and yet this villager still wants to be a fisherman instead of a farmer. Okay, well, the farmer villagers are in their new home. They can't escape. I've put a trapdoor there so they can't escape. I will just have to put all of the decorative barrels back at some point in the future when they decide to stop trying to be fishermen. But I have a few more things to finish off around this area. Now that they are in, the house is finished, the villagers are there, but we need to finish off the path, and we also need to make, since these are farmer villagers, they don't actually have any farms yet. So we need to put a crop field in for them as well. So this bit of path is finished along here. We also need to connect it all the way across to the main pathway. And now we're all joined up to the main pathway, which is excellent. Of course, the last thing left for the farmer villagers, we need some actual farms for them. So I think I'm going to flatten out a little bit more of this land here, just so that our farms are not on a super steep slope. And we can make them a crop field just here. And now we have a lovely little crop field for our farmer villagers to look after. Let's go check on our villagers now, see if they have decided to both pick up the farmer villager trade. Are you a farmer yet? No, you're still a fisherman. I would also really like to name our villagers, but I don't think I have any name tag. I do not have any name tag. Okay, I think we can buy name tags from the... Oh, hi, I forgot you were out here. I think we can buy a name tag from the librarian villager. Probably keep this door shut so that zombies don't get in. Will you sell me? You will sell me name tags. I do need a lot of emeralds though. Okay, let's trade some crops, some pumpkins and melons with our farmer villager to get ourselves enough emeralds. Not quite enough emeralds. We need 40 emeralds to get 2 name tags. So we'll wait for you to refresh. Okay, we should have enough emeralds now to go and buy some name tags from the librarian villager. I want 2 of those. Okay, and we have got some name tags for you. So we have farmer number 1, we have Betty, and we have Dorothea. There we go, my 2 little farmers. If you will actually become a farmer, please. Please. Okay, I'm going to leave you to tend your crops. Thank you very much for being very helpful villagers. Enjoy your new house. It's lovely. I kind of wish that this was my house, actually. I think I sort of prefer this house to my actual starter house. And there is our cozy little farmer house corner with their crop field. The crops are starting to grow. When that's all fully grown, I think that's going to look really, really nice. And I'm really happy with how this corner of the valley has turned out. I really enjoy the pink in the retaining wall. I think it's just the right amount of colour. And we've got a path joining it up to everywhere else as well. And I think it fits in really well. It's got the same palette. We tried a slightly different style and I really like how it turned out. So I'm really happy with that as well. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.